Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Hello everyone. Welcome to our video. First of all, let us thank God for His blessing so we can be here today in good health. Honorable our lecturer, Ma'am Nurfadila Najib SPD MPD, and dear friends whom I am proud of. My name is Meriam Lina from class D with NIM 801243447 as moderator and the first presenter for today's presentation. Today, our group will present a topic entitled MORPHEME. In this presentation, we will explain what a morpheme is, its types, and some example to help us better understand how words are formed in English. Before we begin, let me introduce the members of our group. Myself, Meriam Lina, Angeliana, Fajriana, Nur Aulia Ashura, and the last presenter is Sri Aulia Mohram. Okay guys, let us begin our presentation. Now, without further ado, let's move on the first explanation. What exactly is a morpheme? A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a language. It can't be divided into small parts without losing its meaning. Morphemes are the basic building blocks of words. For example, the word books consists of two morphemes. Book, which carries the main meaning, and as, which indicates plural. That is a brief explanation from me. Next, the presentation will be continued by my friends. Thank you.
Okay, now I would like to explain about types of morphemes and types bound of morphemes. First, let's talk about free morphemes. Free morphemes are the smallest unit of meaning that can stand alone as independent words. This means they do not need to be attached to other morphemes to convey meaning. More specifically, free morphemes can be divided into two types. First, lexical morphemes. Lexical morphemes such as house, round, bright, and child. Thus, carry the main meaning in a sentence. Second, functional morphemes. Functional morphemes such as and, but, the, and in. That serve grammatical purposes rather than carrying main meaning. Example, she runs fast. She, rounds, and fast are all free morphemes. So, free morphemes function as the core meaning units in language, but they can stand alone without needing other morphemes. Next, we have bound morphemes. Bound morphemes are morphemes that cannot stand alone and must be attached to a free morpheme to create meaning. More specifically, bound morphemes usually appear as prefix such as an, and this, and suffix such as li, at, and man. Example, unhappy, and. An is bound morphemes, and happy is free morphemes. Teacher, teach is free morpheme, and air is bound morphemes. Bound morphemes function to first, add new meaning, second, modify grammatical function, and third, adjust word forms in a sentence. Therefore, without a free morpheme, a bound morpheme cannot stand on its own. Next, types of bound morphemes. Bound morphemes are divided into two main types. First, inflectional morphemes. Inflectional morphemes are used to modify a word's grammatical features without changing its core meaning or its part of speech. In other words, the base word remains the same, but its form changes depending on grammatical context. In English, there are 8 main inflectional morphemes. Is S for plural, example, cats. S for possessive, example, John's book. S for third person singular, example, she runs. Ed for past tense, example, walk. And en for past participle, example, written. And ing for progressive, example running. R for comparative, example faster. S for superlative, example fastest. Key characteristic: first, do not change the word class. Second, do not create new words. Third, only adjust grammatical meaning. Example: play is verb. To play, still a verb. Next is derivational morphemes. Derivational morphemes are used to create new words by changing the meaning and sometimes the word class. These are more complex because they can, first, change the meaning of a word, and second, change its part of speech, its noun, verbs, adjective, and age. Example: happy is adjective, to happiness is a noun. Teach is a verb, to teacher is a noun. And then possible to impossible is opposite meaning. Derivational morpheme can be: first, prefix, usually change meaning, and suffix, often change word class. Key characteristics: first, can change word class. Second, create new words. And third, meaning may change significantly.
Types of derivational morphemes. Prefix. A prefix is added to the beginning of a word. Functions of prefix: negation or opposition, legal or illegal, regular or irregular, reversal or removal, luck or unluck, work or unwork, time or order, war or backward, view or preview, place or possession, national or international, marine or submarine, number or quantity, cycle or bicycle, lingual or lingual. A suffix is added to the end of a word. Types of suffix: noun or forming suffix, happy or happiness, develop and development, adjective or forming suffix, use or useful, hope or hopeful, verb or forming suffix, modern and modernized, strict or strengthen, adverb or forming suffix, slow and slow or slowly, careful or carefully.
I'm Angeliana. I will explain about the morpheme analysis. Morpheme analysis help us understand how words are formed and what each part means. For the example 1, word recital. Use free morpheme main meaning. Read bound derivational again. Able bound derivational can be. And then for the example 2, word players. Play free morpheme. Ear bound derivational, person who does something. And then for the S, bound inflectional plural. And then steps for morpheme analysis. Activity 1, break the word choose word and divide them into parts. For the example, disagreement, this, place agree, place mean. For the activity 2, identify the root. The root is the main part that carries this core meaning. And for the example, agree is the root of disagreement. Activity 3, classify the morphemes. Identify each morpheme as free or bound, and then derivational or inflectional. For the example, this bound derivational, agree free morpheme, and then mean bound derivational. For the activity 4, meaning contribution explain what is morpheme adds to the word. And for the example, word careless, care, attention, or concurrent. And then lastly, without meaning, without care. This is for me. Thank you.
Conclusion. Morphemes are essential in understanding how words are formed and how meaning is constructed in English. By learning morphemes, students can improve vocabulary, spelling, and comprehension skill more effectively.
Okay guys, behalf of my group, I would like to say thank you for your attention and participation. We hope that our presentation about morphemes has been useful and helped you understand the topic better. We would also like to apologize if there are any mistakes in our presentation. That's all from us, and thank you guys.